Happy New Year, y'all. We are back. NRW, Nerds Rule the World. Kuya P, Heather Hertz. We survived 2025, Heather?
Did we?
Did
Did we
we?
though? Are we the same people as we were?
I don't know, man. It feels more the same because we're still at war and in another war.
Corona, did we survive?
We're still in the Twilight Zone. Yeah. How was your holiday into the new year, my friend? Watch anything cool? Catch up on anything before we get going? I know we did episodes to cover that time, which was
Yeah.
they're up there. A bunch of Heather interviews. I still got like I think three other Heather interviews to post up that she had with some great
I
films
talked to
like The
too many
Plague
people.
and some stuff. I try to get some up, Heather, but I also was trying to spend time with fam. So they're up there.
That's fair. I mean, I can also help you edit if you ever need me to. But uh, for me, it was kind of a laid
Good.
back holiday. I had some good news happen. You can see that on the in other social places. We don't need to talk about it here. I had some good things happen, but it ended up being rather stressful for me personally because I'm terrible at making decisions. Like I'm really bad at making decisions. Like I pull in everyone else's emotional. Like, what if I say no to you? What if I say yes to you? How bad will you feel? Like I bring in everything and I feel awful about it. So um other than that, we just decided to catch up on a whole bunch of things that we needed to catch up on. So we finished up Abbott Elementary, which I've spoken about many times. Once again, we had to restart because my husband decided that he really liked it enough that he wanted to watch it all. So
That's
we are
awesome.
officially caught up there, and we started a series that he started and that I told him I wanted to watch with him. So it's just been on the back burner. We started watching Peaky Blinders. Just got through the first season
It's like
yesterday.
gangsters,
So,
right? Like gangster
Irish
period piece.
gangsters, Irish
Yeah.
gangsters,
Yeah.
yeah, with
Okay.
Killian Murphy. So yeah.
Okay.
What about you?
Um, well, over there you can kind of see it. The big gift my parents got me was a Xbox, the new Xbox X.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Played a little bit of it. Um, been meaning to because I've been well, with what we do, we get a lot of cool swag sometimes. So I had a bunch of games that Xbox Microsoft sent me. Hadn't been able to play. Now that I have that, now I can play it. Try to play a
Play
little
Stray. You're
bit.
gonna have so much fun. Play Stray.
Did a little bit of that. While they're in town, we went to go check out museums and stuff like that. Went up to New York. But before I did that, what was cool, I found a new app that I'm a big fan of that may create more work for me, Heather. Um, well, you remember the Pokemon Go stuff, right?
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
collecting everything.
Yeah.
I'm a history nut. I'm also like I love to travel, visit new things and weird, odd history type stuff. There's an app called Atlas Obscura. Are you familiar with
You've never
it?
heard of the Atlas Obscura before?
No, not until like
Dude,
2 weeks ago.
that's how I travel. Like,
Oh
okay,
shit.
this is my 401. This is my 401 tip for everyone who is weird and silly, and you like to find weird and silly things. If you want to know how I visit every single weird cemetery out there, Atlas Obscura. Atlas Obscura.
Let's
It'll tell you
go. So
all
how
the weird
many
shit.
I'm at 18 visits in Atlas Obscura right now. I'm pulling up my phone right now.
I don't have the app, but that's how I make my
Oh,
list.
okay.
So now we have to compete. Are you saying we got
Yeah,
to
girl,
compete? We're
I'm
gonna
at 18. See?
okay.
18.
All right. So
And I've
this
got a bunch
year,
of pictures that I'm trying to upload to the site because I've been doing it on the app. But I think on the website, right, you can upload your own pictures. And
mhm.
I did like little vlog videos of each place. So I'm gonna put that, and I think I'm gonna like put it on my personal YouTube, like my Atlas Obscura journey, like travel with Kuya P. And here's me checking into the Bunnyman Bridge. I did a bunch of local stuff with my
Yeah, Bunny
parents,
Man, y'all, Bunny Man's a
which
really
I've
fun
never
one.
done. I've lived here so fucking long. I've never been to the Bunnyman Bridge until and we went when we did go. It was like 7 o'clock at night, so it was dark, and no one wanted to get out the car. I was like, I'm getting out of the car. I'm making my Bunnyman Bridge Atlas Obscura video to go with my whole thing. So yeah, I'm all about getting at least pics and then video vlogs of every location. And so yeah, that's been like my it thing on the holiday break, homie.
I would have been screaming about Atlas Obscura, but that's how I found the I found I find all the weirdest shit on there. I found the Pied Piper in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
I found, you know, the oldest cemetery in Pennsylvania, the oldest tavern in Pennsylvania just very recently. It's hell yeah. I would have told you about that a long time ago.
You know, it's that weird, you know, it's obscure Atlas. It's weird history, you know, that's outside of the regular stuff that, you know, because already we all, you know, as people do that, but it's that weird and different stuff. And I love that. Yeah, when we were in New York over the weekend, and the Hamilton Cemetery, Trinity Church is where Elizabeth Schuyler, because my wife and daughter are big Hamilton people. We had to visit Alexander Hamilton's grave. Hercules Mulligan is like right up from it. And then Elizabeth Schuyler, she actually has two sites. Like she's on one side of the cemetery, and then they, I guess, moved her body right next to
Hamilton's. That's common. Yeah.
So yeah, it was cool. Like that's my thing. Checking in, taking pics and vlogs. And at some point, I'm going to put this up on my personal YouTube, and, you know, yeah.
Okay. I have two more things to add real quick. One of them has nothing to do with this. One of it does. For those of you who have never been to the Washington, D.C. area, a lot of people actually go to Baltimore before they go to Washington, D.C., which is totally cool. But if you are a Poe fan, I definitely suggest checking out Atlas Obscura. We're not getting funded by them, by the way. We need to, but they're completely volunteer-based.
Especially when I get my content together. I'm like, yo, I'm like pushing them on my thing, blog that to the app, and also my Ray-Ban Metas, because I'm doing it all through my Ray-Ban Metas. Yo, Ray-Ban Meta, like holla, even though we already know, Heather, we won't get too political.
But with that being said, if you are a Poe fan, definitely hit up Atlas Obscura to figure out all the spots. For my best friend's graduation last year, I did what I called the Poe Death Tour, and I took her to everywhere that he went right before he died. Wow. And all of that is on Atlas Obscura. So if you are a Poe fan, or if you are hitting Baltimore, definitely check that out. It's a lot of fun. All right, and number two, and I forgot about this, but you saying video games actually brought it up. If you're in DC got the new F1 arcade, I think in 2024. F1 where you actually get in like real like pseudo F1 training chairs, how they train stuff. Yeah.
Oh wow.
And so we took our cousin to that, my husband's cousin to that this weekend, and it was fun. So, and it wasn't too expensive. It was like $40 for five rounds, and it's like 40 minutes. So
I'll look into that. Yeah.
You would dig it. You would dig it.
All right. Well, yeah, I think my daughter, she's all about, she loves. So yeah, I think that, I'm gonna look into that. Thank you for that. So I'm gonna, man, I gotta write shit down. Okay, gonna definitely look into that. Yeah, where was I going with that? So yeah, Atlas Obscura is like my new thing. Like when Pokemon Go drops, like I had to catch, you had to catch them all, right, Heather?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Now it's like I gotta visit all the locations, like all the weird odd history, and because I worked in a lot of different situational things that you're aware of. The fact that they had like locations for like where certain people who gave away government secrets it's at this park. I was like, oh shit, now I gotta go there. And so it's just like I'm all about that because there's so many in our area. We live in a very rich Atlas Obscura area. And then so that's gonna be like my thing when I travel now. So anyway, I'm all about it. And then just real quick to your point about Poe, at SPX this past in 2025. I met the person that runs the Poe Museum, who's really cool. And Heather, if you want that connect, I can put you in on them. But she's very sweet. She's also a comic book creator. And she wanted me and my camera person to go and cover the Poe festival that they had that was after the SPX, but we weren't able to make it out. But she's like, you can come. You guys should cover it. You guys get VIP and we'll take care of you guys. So maybe now 2026, we didn't cover the Poe Fest in 2025 in Baltimore, but maybe now in 2026, we can make a concerted effort to help cover that or maybe do some pre-interviews with all the people they have coming. If you're down, since you're a Poe fan, we can make that happen. But yeah, to all my Poe people out there. All right. Cool. So there you go. Let's get into the picks, Heather. First week of January, dropping January 9th. I got 4 to throw at y'all. So let's get right into it. Grab some bananas because we're going Primate with my first pick out the gate. Let's go.
Terrible joke. Freaking terrible joke.
He's acting crazy. He killed all the others. Don't kill the others. This is home. There's someone I want you to meet. This is Ben.
My hand? He wants to shake my hand?
Yeah. Hi, Ben. Our mom rescued him, and now he's part of our family.
Ben, happy.
He's kind of cute.
Yeah, right?
Ben?
Did something bite him?
Ben? There's something wrong with Ben.
Hey, what happened? It's me, Lucy. It's okay.
In the pool! Ben can't swim!
Lucy, bad. Bad. Bad.
Give me the phone. Try recent calls.
Yes, it's ringing. Brad, listen to me. We need help.
Oh, you need some help?
Send somebody.
What's your emergency?
Here, just send the police.
Ma'am?
He found me.
What's up? You sure this is the right place?
Who the hell has a pet chimp?
All right, Primate hitting theaters this week. Heather, we talked a little bit before we got rolling. How do you feel about this one?
Well, you know what, to your credit, what you said, I'm not going to repeat what he said because I think it might sway some people a little bit. I do agree with your initial concept. He just to say he is iffy on it. I have seen some reacts that really make me interested in it, but rewatching the trailer, hearing what you just said, I can agree. I can understand the skepticals of this, why you're wearing your skepticals, because there does seem to be some, not to go too far into it, some cliche-ness.
Yeah. And don't get it twisted. Like I love horror genre. I love jump scare type stuff. I love what you may not know, Heather. I love monkeys. I love chimpanzees. What? I've always wanted to have one, but I know better that it's not their real habitat. That would be cruel, to take them out of that. Like they shouldn't be domesticated animals. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't properly pay that animal the respects that it and give it the life it deserves properly, But I've always ever since like what was that, Tom Selleck with Cannonball Run, even Michael Jackson, he had a monkey. All of them, like the monkeys were the 80s kind of like animal, and I loved it. And so
they were the rich people animal. They were
exactly.
But it also they're like the perfect example. It's like tigers. It's Texas billionaires made it their point to make tigers as legal pets. Yeah. They're a wild animal. I mean, technically that thing right there is a wild animal. We've just domesticated it over over hundreds of thousands of years.
Yeah.
There are animals that are okay, that are possible to be domesticated, but then there's animals that you really shouldn't.
Exactly.
They're technically above us in the food chain. We're just pretending that we're below or that we are the top. We're pretending that we're the top, but they're actually above us.
Yeah. So I respect those animals, but yeah, I'm down for a movie like that, but it does look very formulaic, which is my biggest thing.
It does.
But
I can agree to that.
I am curious to see it, despite, everything else. And also because Heather and I, every now and then we pull back the curtain, as critics. They have it scheduled with other showings, man. So it's making things difficult, what we really want to see and do. So anyway, we'll see what we do with that coverage. You'll get it though, because Heather and I will knock it out. Next up, one that I actually didn't see back in 2020, Heather, when it first dropped. I don't know if you were familiar with it or were a fan, but I'm really hyped for it now because I did enjoy it watching it over the weekend. I'm talking about Greenland, a place that Mother Usa really wants to be a part of, but this has nothing to do with that. But Greenland,
it's a completely different type of Greenland. Please.
Greenland 2 Migration with Gerard Butler and Marina Baccarin. Let's check out the trailer.
Space agencies tracking the fragment are predicting an extinction level event. The greatest chance of survival are the bunkers in Greenland.
Go! Listen, Lisa, it doesn't matter what happens. Because we're always going to be together.
Everybody says this is the new normal.
For those we've lost.
So we're going on 5 years now, so it isn't all that new. It definitely ain't normal.
I hate this place. All right, come here.
Listen, bud, I know it's tough being stuck down here. It's too dangerous outside.
Be advised, we've got a radiation storm north of your location.
Open the door! Get it open!
Our situation is getting worse. Do we think there's anywhere that's safe from all of this?
We believe the crater walls prevent the radioactive storms from forming, making it a safe zone.
There could be breathable air, drinkable water.
It's in southern France. How exactly are we going to get there?
We can't stay here, honey. We didn't come all this way for this. I want a new beginning for our family.
Okay, the Clark crater is our best bet.
How many fragments do you think are up there?
More than I can count. It's crazy to think something so beautiful can be so deadly.
Where are we?
Everyone looks so lost.
We gotta go! Let's go, let's go!
The world is a dangerous place now.
Well, what is that? Storm?
That's not a storm.
Outside! Jump onto something!
Half of his life has been surviving. We have to get to the crater. Don't look down. Hang on!
We're gonna keep going.
Oh my God!
I'll take care of you both till my last breath.
All right, Heather, did you see the first Greenland film?
I honestly didn't even know it was a thing. And I love Gerard Butler. And then what really sucks about movies of this caliber is you and I might have talked about the original and potentially it was so forgettable. Like you don't want to forget moments. You don't want to be dismissive of the hard work people put into it. But there are some things that are just forgettable. So if I knew that this movie was around, I completely forgot about it. Like I saw a trailer on it on like one of my gaming apps. I didn't know there was a one.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you remember this?
Kind of, but they did really push this one, which, so I was like, you know what? Let me get primed and ready. I'm like, oh, there was this one. And when I think I ended up checking out the trailer just to see. I'm like, oh, I like apocalypse movies, but also at the same time, we had a glut for a while. So yeah, I'm assuming that's why, like back in 2020, man, it's another one, So yeah, but it's a decent film. So I'm curious how the story's. But I will say, what gets me about this is it's a father, what he'll do to save his family. I know that very well. I will do anything and everything. But it's just the entitlement that just gets me. Like, he's risking everything for his family to just and ends up killing a bunch of other people unknowingly. And, dude, like, yeah. And I'm sure it's like, I see this again, like, I'm going to do whatever. Damn everybody else, y'all gonna die because I'm gonna do whatever I can to save my family. Which, you know, I can't blame the guy because maybe in certain ways I'd do that. I'd figure out a way to make things happen.
Oh, it's that forever conundrum, right?
Yeah.
What's the best? Do you save one child on the railroad? Do you save the child on the railroad tracks and everyone on the train dies, or do you let the train continue and run over the child? Like it's a horrible thing to ask, but
yeah.
If you're in that situation, like I honestly,
it's a conundrum.
Those things in my husband and my friends are honestly the only thing I'm worried about in those situations.
You know, yeah. So it's one of those movies, Heather.
I get it.
It's like but wild. Yeah.
We are in times in which some of those questions might need to be asked, but hopefully not.
Yeah, it's really making me feel like I'm an evil person in a lot of ways. But you know what? We're going to move past that right now. This next film, it's a hard film, Heather. Great film. My girl, Lucy Liu. And then, oh my God, the young brother who I interviewed too. I have an interview tied to this. Lawrence Shue. Check out my interview with Lawrence Shue, who plays Lucy Liu's son in this. It's about a father and a mother and a son. It was limited release last year, but now it's getting a wider nationwide release. I'm talking about Rosemead, Heather, from Vertical. Let's check out the trailer. Brilliant performances by Lucy and Lawrence.
This isn't going to just go away like some cold. He needs to learn to live with it. You both do.
Dr. Xue, just because you have Chinese face is not mean you're understanding us.
Joe, are you all right? We can take a break.
No, I'm okay.
就回学校以后，看起来不太对。Is this the first time he's had an episode like this? 儿子，你听妈咪，遇到什么不合理的，你要仔细想一想。做错了什么？
我很强，大家都知道你有多爱他。
I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, I really am.
Joe, you stay away from us!
I'm looking for my son. His name is Joe Zhao.
你要坚强，为了 Joe。
宝贝，不管发生什么事，妈咪永远爱你。
All right, getting a nationwide release this weekend. Rosemead in my top 20 for the films last year, but again, it was limited, so that way us awards critics can take a look at it. But yeah, highly recommend. Hard film. One, it'll probably be a while before I watch it again, to be honest with you, because it's that deep and dark. Based on a true story. Very curious to see what you think, Heather, when you finally lays on it. Love to do a review on it. I think it's a really well done film. Brilliantly acted, well shot. But the message, what it's saying and you know, or not saying, you know, it's what is real life and what people have to deal with. What do you think? Real heavy material there, Heather.
See, and that's the thing is, it clearly is something deep and dark, and personal and emotional. But what I really like about this trailer is that I still have no fucking idea what's going on. I know it's about a mother worrying about her son, and I see that her son looks like he's having some sort of mental breakdown. But it is just relatable enough that I want to see it and know what's going on, but it's not giving away every element of the story that I can be like, oh, okay, I got the premise, I can figure it out.
Yeah.
Like I really enjoyed this trailer. When it comes down to it, though, I'm going to see any fucking movie Lucy Liu is in. Every fucking movie.
Yeah. Kills it.
Every
One of the best performances I've ever seen of her. Yeah.
And that's not what really Lucy Liu has been like. her most memorable. We were talking about memorables, but her most notable roles have always been in movies that she's just fun in. But the woman can fucking act. Her range is amazing. And I was talking to someone who's like, oh, she was the one in Charlie's Angels. You all haven't seen the work she's fucking done if you've only seen her work in Charlie's Angels.
Yeah.
I mean, I loved her in Charlie's Angels, don't get me wrong. Yeah. But like, I have no question that she's going to kill this role. No question.
Yeah. And to be honest, as an Asian American, what I love about her, she doesn't normally portray in-your-face Asian characters.
But she's a woman. She is a woman first.
Exactly. And I love that about her. And it helps us as Asian American, well, my community get more, that well, I'm trying to get my words right. You know what I'm saying?
It's equity.
Yes.
So one of my greatest things,
equity. Yeah.
George Takei had a great conversation with a young man or it was someone who asked him something like this, where it's, why do you have to be so blatant about LGBTQIA representation? And his response is, because right now it's seen as an other. Once it is no longer an other, it is just part of life, and there is equity and equality.
Yeah.
But what's also unfortunate about that is that Lucy Liu has had to had to take that Asian element of her out to become that person in so many ways.
Yeah.
Where she should be permitted in the space to be both, to be all. But I do love the fact that she has broken a lot of glass ceilings, and it is a beautiful thing to see. But I also am really excited to see her be a proud Asian woman in this case. You know?
Oh yeah, and that's what delighted me. As a fan of hers, like you, in all of her roles, I'm like, yeah, it felt so good to see what we know of her in the community, but like it felt like her embracing it more herself. I'm sure she always has, but we've had to play that line as in like you said with Takei and just all of that. Like clearly she's an Asian woman, but because of how stereotypes can be in Hollywood and everything, she was just a strong female woman actor first, who just happened to be Asian and has been successful in that. But now, like, she's in different ways given back to the community. You know what I'm saying? It's something that people of color, I'll speak that for myself, that I know of other people of color, is that for that wide acceptance, and we walk that line, because if we're too much of our true selves, it won't be accepted. You know what I'm saying? That's a longer, deeper conversation, but you're an ally, so I know you understand where I'm coming from, Heather, in this regard. But yeah, brilliant, just brilliant from Lucy Liu. Speaking of brilliant actors, one who I've always been a fan of, Will Arnett. He's done a lot of comedic roles, but never stand-up, which I was blown away by. And stand-up is front and center in this that he does with Bradley Cooper, who's the director. He co-wrote this with Bradley, and yeah, is this thing on in my top 10 for the year. Rosemead is like in my top 20. This is in my top 10.
2025. The 20,
yes.
Or
2025.
No, well, this is 2026. So have you already?
Yeah, we are. Again, this was another limited release because of us award critics. It's getting a wider release now in 2026. So for those that might be confused,
it's part of it. So it's part of his 2025 list.
Yes. So thank you, Heather. Now everybody can see it because I'm, I get to see
we lucky. We lucky that way.
Is this thing on? Let's check out the trailer. Here we go.
Another one?
Yeah, one up.
All right, Alex Novak, downstairs in 2 minutes.
That's me.
Well, you better head down there then.
Where?
Just straight behind you, down the stairs.
Hey, what up, man? How you doing?
Great.
You see the light? Just get off, right?
These straight women's experiences.
There you go. Just talk to him. Have fun.
Tell a joke.
I think I'm getting a divorce. What tipped me off was that I'm living in an apartment on my own. Yeah. And my wife and kids don't live there. That was probably the biggest clue. Not exactly sure what happened. Came home from work one day. Someone said, "Is this thing over?" Pretty sure it was her. Probably should have paid attention. That's what she meant about not paying attention.
A real relationship is finding somebody you can also be unhappy with. Somebody who has your back. You stopped having each other's backs.
So what, you tell jokes?
Well, I mean, I try. It's more like kind of funny stories from my life. And
Oh, honey, I had no idea your life was this bad.
Yeah, what's funny about your life?
This is why she threw you out.
Are you gonna be okay?
I'm gonna be okay. I'll be okay.
All right, is this thing on wide release now? One of the best films of last year for me. As a male husband, not a Hebrew, guy. I wear my emotions on my sleeves. I think this really is that caring male voice that we don't see enough of. We get too many very over machismo kind of guys out there. This is a guy who really loves his wife, but he messed up or he didn't pay attention to the signs. And this is just about relationships. And I just think really well done with Laura Dern and my man, Will Arnett, Andra Day, who I had the pleasure of interviewing before. And I met Will Arnett when they did the premiere for Is This Thing On here in DC. Just a great guy and a great film in my top 10 for the year. Can't wait for you to check it out, Heather, and for the rest of the people to check it out now that it's getting a wider release. It's a very well done film. Probably my favorite of Bradley's films. Wasn't a big fan of A Star Is Born. I never finished it.
Maestro is fine.
I've heard mixed things about Maestro. But this
you and I reviewed it together. We reviewed it together.
Maestro?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't even shit. I must have. You might have watched it. I don't think we got around to it. I don't think.
Okay. All right. Fine.
But what do you think of this? What do you think of the trailer, Heather?
I will say this. I think Will Arnett is one of the few straight white men that I would be like upset to learn that he was like a not great guy. Like I would be too. Yeah. I'm not saying it as like he can't have his bad days, but like if I found out that he was like Chevy Chase, just this huge asshole, I'd be like,
yeah, the Chevy Chase disappointed me. I used to be a fan of Chevy Chase.
Honestly, but like at the same time, like you accept a certain level of dickism amongst like stardom, but like you don't have to go that bad. But like I think Will Arnett is like one of those few guys where I'd be like, really, him? Can any other white man be it but Will Arnett? Like, I absolutely adore him. I think he seems like such a genuine human when he's acting.
Oh yeah.
I will say that like many people, when I first saw this trailer a couple weeks ago, when they were really doing a lot of the PR press, PR like pushes, I was like many people. Did you ever see Miss Maisel?
Miss
Maisel?
I have not. I'm familiar with it. But I haven't seen it.
So good. Phenomenal. Our Lois Lane, y'all. But it's a great show. And the premise of this film, of this thing on, is a copycat of Miss Maisel. But apparently about a third of the way in, it deviates quite a bit. But the thing is that that's also where what I really loved is Bradley Cooper. Like apparently he came forward and he's like, you have to understand, comedy for most people comes from the same place. So it makes sense that there are a lot of similarities because it's the same hurt.
Oh yeah.
It's not necessarily the same thing, but it's the same hurt. And I really appreciate, the acceptance of, maybe you kind of stole something from somebody a little bit, but I'm not saying that I don't think he did.
Yeah,
it's the acceptance of
yeah. But I got you.
The acknowledgement that maybe someone else has already done this. But I am happy to hear that from many critics. I think Anthony actually said this, is that it does deviate quite a bit once you hit that initial point. So for Mrs. Maisel fans out there, like myself, it's supposed to be a phenomenal film that does not that one moment is the only thing Mrs. Maisel-esque. So I'm very interested in this film. The press tours have been an absolute blast. I love Laura Dern. Bradley Cooper. I'm getting kind of tired of Bradley Cooper directing Bradley Cooper. But other than that, I love Bradley Cooper. I'm just getting a little tired of him directing himself. That's all.
Yeah. Well, this is Will Arnett, amazing. The whole cast, phenomenal. Mm-hmm. Last year, looking back at it, and I was my top 5 really top 20, because I put it in there, is up.
You put all of them in there. It just became a top 100.
Anthony's is in there. I got my boy Derek's. You and I got to get together to put together your top. But yeah, there was a lot of phenomenal films last year.
There was some great. We're finally seeing. I think they did like the calculation. Someone did like the outside of Hollywood calculation, and all of the films that were being developed during the pandemic hit 2024 to 2025, and that's where you found there was legitimate emotion in films this year.
Oh my gosh!
In 2025, legit emotion in these films.
When I was looking back, they all really struck emotional chords with me. Like, bring a box of tissues for Is This Thing On. It read my soul. It knew parts of my relationships and all of that. It's a phenomenal film. But yeah, Is This Thing On, my top pick, finally getting a wider release so everybody can see it now. We have Rosemead, Greenland 2 Migration, if you want some action, as well as Primate for some horror action going on. What do you think we stand this week, Heather? I think it's a thumbs up. And I've seen 2 of the 4.
You saw the best ones. That's the problem, is you saw the best ones. I'm going to give it like a 3/4, because after you heard my conversation, after rewatching the trailer, I kind of agree with some skepticisms around Primate and Greenland. I have no reason to see that movie. Like I have what really stinks about it is that
films.
But the trailer didn't pull me in enough to go back.
Yeah.
So with that being, but I'm not saying no. I'm just saying that I didn't feel that connection. So I'm giving it a mostly thumbs up. Mostly thumbs up.
I'll take it. I'm giving it because I saw the first Greenland, so I can go on that. Primate, we know it's popcorn cheese. And the other 2 are award winners, or should be award winners, or I think we won some stuff already. I know I gave it votes, but it's still fresh award season right now, y'all. So let us know what y'all think. Comments below. Thank you as always. Heather Hurt, your boy QEP, Nerds Rule the World.